Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Delaney, and for today's video, it is that time of year again and the Sephora VIB Rouge sale is coming fast. I will pop up the dates right here and the different tiers. So we're going to be doing a quick run through of what I recommend from Sephora and maybe some items from my wish list as well. It's a great time to try new products because they are on sale. But you can always remember that the brands themselves are also going to have sales throughout the year, so this is not the only time you will ever get a discount. But with that being said, there are a few things that I would recommend if you are looking for something to purchase this year. So let's go ahead and dive in to my recommendations and my wish list. Let's go ahead and start. I will say I have another Sephora recommendations video from the past on my channel. You can go ahead and check that one out. Those recommendations are still valid, but I do have some new items to share with you, so let's go ahead and dive in. The Fenty Hydra Visor SPF sunscreen, oh my gosh, so good. It is refillable. I will be getting another refill. I've gone through another one yet again. No surprise there. My favorite sunscreen at Sephora. I do potentially want to try the Supergoop one, but I haven't seen too many people rave about it yet, so I'm kind of on the fence about that one. But that one may end up being something I try later. But for now, the SPF that I am just so loyal to is the Fenty Skin one, and highly recommend that one if you're looking for an SPF. So after primer, we have foundation, and sadly I don't have anything really new to show you, but I will show you my two top foundations from Sephora if you're interested. The Merit Beauty complexion stick. This is in the shade Bone. It is amazing. I am almost out. I may need to buy a refill while it is on sale because I really love it so much. But I'm testing out new foundations right now, so I don't need it at this moment. But it is such a good one, especially if you like a stick foundation. Clean beauty brand at Sephora. It does not break me out. It has beautiful coverage. You can build it. It's like medium buildable. But you can also use it for spot concealing as well. I really love it. I love the way it feels on my skin. It does not wear a super long time. I will just say that. But if you want something a little bit more long wearing, then the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I have the shade Oslo if anybody's curious, but this foundation is a skincare infused foundation and it looks super glowy on the skin, but does wear much longer than the other. This one is a beautiful option if I'm looking for something really long wear. I do not think that they have my current favorite at Sephora. I'm testing a couple that I got from Ulta, so I'll keep you updated on those. These are my foundations I love at Sephora. Next up is concealer. And let me just reach into the concealer drawer. I have a new and an old. So the old, I will just say everyone needs this. If you have acne, if you have spots, if you have hyperpigmentation, if you have anything that you need to cover and you just want to like target that specific spot, the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. I have mine in the shade Light 1 Chantilly, and I am almost out again. I have used quite a bit of it. This is my refill and I'm gonna need to repurchase. I keep fighting the urge to just buy refills of products in the Sephora sale. I kind of want to find a happy medium between getting my refills of products I love and trying some new things. So we'll see how that goes. But this one probably will be on the list because I use it almost every day. But now that my skin's clearing up, I am starting to use it a little bit less. So who knows? Maybe this will last me a little longer now. The new concealer that I would like to talk about, which is not that new. I've talked about it in a couple videos now. But the Natasha Denona concealer. This is a high glam concealer from Natasha Denona, and it is stunning. I wear the shade Y1 for reference, and it has the most beautiful applicator. It's kind of got like a point to it, and it has a little pocket in the middle. It really deposits just enough product. It holds a lot. I just need like 1 or 2 swipes of this. I don't even need to dip back into the component. It's so good. It doesn't really need powder to set down. I have creases under my eyes, so I do set it with powder, but it is definitely leaning towards that self-setting concealer, and it looks so beautiful throughout the day. It does not emphasize my lines under my eyes, so this one I highly recommend. I know I keep talking about it, but I really love it, and this is the one from Sephora that I would recommend if you're in the market for a new one. As for powder, the one from Sephora I would recommend is the Huda Beauty Powder in Pound Cake, and this one is the mini, and I'm debating on getting a full size, but They released an April Fool's thing that said that they might be making this without fragrance, so I think I'm gonna hold off on buying that until maybe that one comes out, because it is heavily fragranced, so if you do not like that, you're not gonna like this. But the finish on your skin is absolutely stunning, so I'll be holding off and waiting till the non-fragranced version hits the market. But this one also is a great one. I've almost used it all. You can see how much I've used out of the product. I truly do love it. This one is a little bit different. I would say the Hourglass powders are an amazing option if you'd like. I think I may have recommended that in my last video, but this is the Matte Radiance Baked Powder in the shade Highlight 01. This one is like an even glowier version of the Hourglass Ambient Light powders. It is so glowy. It gives my skin such a nice dewy look, but without being like super crazy. It does have a lot of pearl in it, so you can actually use this as a highlighter, but I like to do a light dusting all over the face just to kind of blend all the powders together and make just a beautiful glowy skinned look. And it can take any matte foundation and make it like a glowy, dewy look. And I really, really love it. I don't find that it cakes up on me. The formula is just absolutely beautiful, super finely milled, and picks up on the brush so nicely. I will highly recommend this. This has been in my collection for a long time, and I barely hear anybody talking about it. So if you're interested, it's called a Matte Radiance Baked Powder, which sounds so counterintuitive, but it truly is wonderful. Definitely try this one if you're interested in a finishing powder that can also double as a highlighter. So, bang for your buck. Let's talk about some blushes at Sephora that I would recommend. If you would like a liquid blush, this is what I would recommend. This is the NARS Afterglow Liquid Blush in the shade Dolce Vita, and it has a beautiful doe foot applicator. It is so good. It blends out effortlessly, builds nicely too, so you don't have to feel like you're adding too much at once, even if you go overboard. I think it blends out so beautifully, user-friendly. If you are newer to liquid blush and don't want something super, super pigmented outright, this one does have pigment, but it's not like the Rare Beauty blushes that are just like instant pigment. This one is a beautiful one, especially for the summer. I do love me some liquid blushes. Acts kind of like a stain on the cheeks. Really, really enjoy this one. And then also another cream one, because I'm really into cream blushes right now. This is from Danessa Myricks, and this is the Yummy Skin blush in shade Rosé and Brunch, and it is a beautiful pink tone. It almost looks kind of mauve-y, but on the camera it's not really picking up as mauve-y. I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe. It's definitely a neutrally pink tone, not too warm, not too cool, not too bright pink, just perfect for me. Looks like almost my shirt, but just looks like a natural flush on my skin. Really enjoy it. The formula lasts all day, blends out beautifully, but this one is super pigmented, so you only need one little brush tap in here and you're good. Just pat it on your hand too before you apply it to your face, because it is super, super pigmented. If you are fairly complected like me, then definitely be careful. Pat it out on your hand first and then apply it. But if you have a deeper skin tone, this one may be for you, because this one packs a punch and you won't have to waste a ton of product just building and building and building. This will give you the pigment right away. And the formula is just absolutely crazy good. Probably the best formula that I've tried of a cream blush ever. So yeah. All right, so we all know that the Charlotte Tilbury blushes are incredible, and yes, they're going to be on sale during the sale. So if you really want to try the viral, everyone knows her, everyone loves her blush, then definitely go for that. I highly recommend, but I do want to show off one that hasn't gotten a lot of recommendations, but I really love this product and it's kind of flown under the radar. This is from Merit Beauty again. I know, clean at Sephora. I have been super into trying out clean brands, and this one in particular, I keep reaching for over and over and over again. Whether I'm wearing a light makeup day or a glam makeup look, it doesn't matter. This one is so good. It adds the most natural looking highlight. It almost just looks wet on the skin without being too crazy. Like, I blended it out, you can barely see it, but you see that shine. Oh, it's so good. This one is in shade Kava. They do have a deeper skin tone option, so this one is not the only shade they have. This, I will say, like, I can apply this directly to the cheek and it feels like it melts in. I don't find that it lifts foundation. I really enjoy this one. I think that the look it gives is just fresh and healthy and gorgeous. And I feel like more people should be talking about this. Like, I feel kind of crazy because I'm like, okay, I've never seen anyone say anything about this. Definitely try this one if you're looking to try more clean beauty products. Oh my gosh, this is so good. You gotta try it. Now let's go into bronzer or face palettes. That's, again, how I have my drawers organized. So that's just how it's easy to go through. I have 2 recommendations for bronzer from Sephora. I'm sorry, like, I can't help it. And they're for 2 different reasons. So first up, we have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer, and this is in shade 1 Fair. First of all, this is a big ticket item, so getting it on sale would be really nice. Also, it is huge. See how much I love this product? Do you see this? Do you see this giant pan in the middle? And I still have some left, but this product has lasted me so long. It is such a beautiful finish. It's matte, so it does not have any shimmer to it at all. So if I want like a no makeup look, this one is one that I dip into because it looks like you can build it and it looks so natural on the skin. It's not gonna look too warm leaning. It definitely has that kind of contour bronze vibe, and I love this. I love the compact. I love how big it is. I love that my bronzer brush can fit right in there and swirl around. I can use it on the body, on the face, it doesn't matter. It lasts all day. I have nothing but great things to say about this one, but I do have one that I really have been loving, especially now that the weather is getting warmer. This one is from Kosas. This one's a little bit newer to me, not brand new, but newer. And this is the Sun Show Bronzer in shade Waves. This one is a radiant bronzer, so good. I've talked about it in a bunch of videos. Definitely kind of gives me Hourglass vibes when I look at it in the pan. It has that real like pearl radiance look to it. I am wearing it today. It has some life to it. I just feel like the matte bronzers can sometimes make me look a little bit one-dimensional. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but especially for when I'm wearing glowy products and glowy foundation, and I want the summer, I want the dew, I want the just everything highlighty. This one is the one I reach for. You can, like this one, if you don't like glowy skin, you're not gonna like this one. Definitely stick to a matte bronzer. But if you want your skin to glow and look like it is juicy and has a lot of life to it, this one's so good. Another clean beauty brand at Sephora. This was part of my clean beauty search. So far, this one has been a winner. Now for a face palette recommendation. Apart from the Natasha Denona face palettes, like the Bloom and things like that I've talked about in the past that have the cream blush, cream highlight. I don't technically think of those as face palettes because they have all blushes in them, even though they're like glowy blushes. Although that one is really good. So the Bloom one, I will pop up a picture right here. That one's amazing. But I will say, the Filmstar Bronze and Glow has been a recent like find again in my collection. I forgot how much I absolutely love this product. I loved on it for so long and then I stopped and kind of forgot about it and now have gotten right back into it. So I have hit pan on the bronze shade. This shade is almost kind of like that Hourglass finishing powder kind of a thing, kind of like the Laura Mercier one that I recommended. I like that they're both in here together. I use this one to blend this out or to go like right here and blend the highlight in with the blush, anything like that. Want to diffuse any like blending anywhere. That's what I use this one for. I absolutely love it. Such a good formula. Next is eyeshadow. Okay, so I have a ton of eyeshadow. I'm not going to spend too much time on eyeshadow because I've talked about it so much and I have a million videos on my channel about it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a blanket statement that says any Natasha Denona palette is going to be wonderful, and I have a ton of them. And if you want to see all of them and figure out which one you want from there, I do have videos on my channel ranking the Natasha Denona videos, and I do have one that is recent, so hopefully it is out by this time. I will link it in the description box if it is. But Natasha Denona, queen of eyeshadow for me. If I had to give you like 1 or 2 recommendations, I would say stick with the mini palettes. Just dipping your toe into Natasha Denona, you don't need as much product as maybe the big palettes, but the small palettes are great for travel and testing out the brand, and you do get a lot of variety in them. The Starlit, the mini Starlit, which is like on the pinkier side. So if you want pink eyeshadow, something springy, great spring, some spring vibes, some wedding vibes, bridal vibes, this one's your girl. and I love this shade right here. It is so stunning and very versatile, but if you think this one's a little too light in tone and you want just everyday neutrals, the Star palette from Natasha Denona is an amazing recommendation, and I still stand by it, but sadly Sephora does not have it on their website anymore. You may be able to find it in some stores if it's still there, but for some reason it's not there anymore. If you want a neutral color story, there are plenty of minis from Natasha Denona that are incredible, and I will pop up some pictures right here for you so you are not missing out. They do have a bunch of them still available on Sephora's website, and the price is right for these, especially on sale. So definitely check them out, or if you want the Star, it's on Natasha Denona's website. I do not really have a ton of single eyeshadows from Sephora, but the one that I do use constantly, and I think it is sold at Sephora, is the KVD Dazzle Stick. And this one I highly would recommend. This is shade Electro Bolt. I also have Hail Surge. Both are incredible. This formula is super long wearing, creamy, emollient, goes onto the skin beautifully. Super sparkly. I get compliments all the time when wearing it. I use it as an eyeshadow base. I use it as just by itself. So freaking beautiful. Definitely try this out if you haven't. And yeah, that's all I gotta say about that one. Next up is mascara, and I use the Rare Beauty one constantly. I wish they would make this in a brown shade. If they did, I would hop on that real quick. This is the Soft Strokes mascara, I wanna say. I will pop up the name right here because I forgot, because it doesn't have it written on the package, but I keep getting it over and over again. I have 3 empties sitting in front of me I need to throw away. That's how much I absolutely love this mascara. I pretty much haven't bought anything else. So hopefully that shows you it's really good. As far as lip products go, Tower 28 lip glosses, still incredible, amazing. 10 out of 10. If you haven't tried them, you absolutely need to. So many shades, not sticky at all, hydrating on the lips, glossy, gorgeous, everything. I have just sung this song from the hilltops so many times that I don't think I need to go in depth super much, because I have talked about this at length in so many videos, but oh my god, I'm wearing it right now. I love, this is the shade Almond. I love every shade. Chill is the clear one if you like a clear gloss, and then Magic is also my favorite shade. That one is a clear with a gold sparkle in it. Oh, I love it so much. I just keep repurchasing them over and over and over again. If you've seen an empties video, they're all in there. I just keep going. That's all I get. Lip gloss. That's the only lip gloss I get, just over and over and over. I do like lip liners and lipsticks from Charlotte Tilbury, although I will say if you're gonna get lipsticks and lip liners, I would say the drugstore has amazing lip liners and lipsticks. So I don't necessarily think you have to go to Sephora to get those things, but the Lip Cheat lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury, and of course Pillow Talk and their lip liner, or their lipsticks. Also the Huda Beauty, I don't have this because it was empty and I haven't repurchased it, but the Huda Beauty lipstick, it's the cream lipstick, so good if you are a lipstick girly. I know a lot of people just do liner and gloss these days, but if you do want a lipstick, that one is a great option. This sale is a great time to stock up on skincare favorites, of course, like my SPF and my eye cream that I go through. I don't really have too much skincare from Sephora, so I can't give too many recommendations on that. But that is it for my recommendations, and let's talk about my wish list just a little bit. I only have a few items really on the list. So first off, the Rare Beauty blushes. They look incredible. They almost look like the highlighters, that kind. I'll pop a picture here. Oh my god, I need that. It looks so beautiful. The pink, honestly, any shade would do, but the Selena shade looks so good. Also, Tower 28 is coming out with a duo of Pistachio, which is a pink shade, in a shimmer version, and I need it. It's limited edition, and it is a lip jelly, and you know, I just gave you my love spiel for Tower 28 lip jellies. I need this one. It is limited edition, so I'm gonna fall in love with it, and then I'm gonna be sad when I can't get it, but that's just me punishing myself, apparently. I'm a glutton for punishment, but I love it, and I need it, and I want it. And I haven't tried their lip liner formula, so I'm excited to try that one at the same time. The Say Glowy Blush as well, I really want to try that one. I'll pop up pictures of these as I speak about them. The Makeup by Mario Glow Enhancer, it's like a bronzer, it just like adds warmth to your skin, but it's a cream. I would love to try that one as well. There are some Sephora Favorites kits that look amazing. The Clean Beauty one looks really good. I may be interested in that one. The Clean Hair Care one also looks really good. But for the most part, I'm going to be repurchasing my my SPF, my lip jellies from Tower 28, especially that new shade. I'm going to grab that blush from Rare Beauty and hopefully the one from Say. The Makeup by Mario is kind of a maybe right now because I do have a lot of bronzer, but I really want to try it because it looks so good. And another Rare Beauty mascara at the same time because I need more mascara. I always do. But that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm going to get too much from the sale. If I do get enough things for a haul, you'll see a haul video come up, but who knows? I don't know. Sometimes I impulse buy, so who knows? It might be changed. The wish list may change. I might add a bunch of things last minute because I don't know, makeup crazy. But that's all I have for this video today. What is on your wish list for Sephora? Are you going to be shopping the sale? It is definitely valid not to be because who needs more makeup right now? I don't know. I definitely don't, but I want it. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do, I guess. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you had an amazing day or night wherever you are. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.